At one point or another, we have all had our pictures taken, regardless if we were aware of it or not. We show up in our yearly family portraits, group selfies, to even a random stranger's picture as a photo bomber or a bystander in the background. Nowadays, being photographed seems like a normal experience, but this was not always the case. There is a saying that goes like this: a picture is worth 1,000 words. But have you ever thought that one of those words could mean death? There is this superstition that is more prevalent in Asian countries, which goes like this: if 3 people took a picture together, then the person in the middle will die. Now there are multiple variations of this superstition. One instance is that the 3 people must be standing or sitting on a straight line to clearly delineate who is in the middle for the superstition to activate. Some variations say that the person will only die soon or sometime in the near future. There is no set timeline. Others will say that the middle person will be the first in the group, will die first. But these are just semantics, and the gist remains the same. The middle person dies. This superstition is said to have originated in Japan. It was said to be created during the time when the first cameras were first used in the country. In Japan, there was a belief that people's reflections represented their souls, and a camera was basically a machine that took the people's reflections, and in turn, their souls. That was why many people were reluctant to have their photographs taken at first. In addition, during a portrait shot, say out of 3 people, the early cameras would focus the most on the person in the middle, keeping in mind that the middle person is typically the most respected, most important, and most likely the oldest in the group. The one in the middle would be the one with the most focus. Therefore, the one whose soul would be captured the most based on the belief. Less soul means less life. These circumstances together reinforce the superstition even more in people's minds, therefore perpetuating it for years to come. I think this superstition came from not just a fear of cameras, but also a fear of new things. In many Asian cultures, they believed that our reflections held strong holds on our souls. Being photographed meant you were giving away part of your soul, therefore shortening your life. It was not so much about the number 3, but it was more so the part of you that you are letting go by allowing someone to take your photo, the reflection of your soul. In modern times, taking pictures have become synonymous to a life well lived, because you can just show people your life and experiences in a series of snapshots of these moments. It is a reflection of your life after all. If you didn't post it, it didn't happen. But thinking of the superstition in modern contexts can be construed as a cautionary statement. Regardless of where you are placed in a photo, whether it's in a group of 3 or not, we are living in a world where we are giving away more and more of ourselves easily to whoever will look. In an age of social media and sharing or oversharing of our lives, we dilute the quality of our reflections, and maybe even go so far as to fabricate them. That's not to say that taking photos or sharing our lives online is bad, but the sheer number of how much we share may be what's detrimental to us.